David, can I ask you a question before we do this? Does your uncle who runs the church know you partake in this segment?
Yes, he does.
I'm sure he feels immense pride. All right, let's go.
I always laugh when I went on vacation and you came back with the Big Black Sax song.
Yes.
And hearing David's vocals in that song.
They were angelic.
And all of a sudden, the next week he's singing in the church, and they're like, "Daddy, isn't that the guy that sings?" Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's get to the draft rumors. David, what do you got?
Rico, you're right. There's so many Giants rumors. I'm going to stick to this one rumor right here. The New York Giants have been connected with Michael Penix Jr.
Yes!
ESPN is reporting that the Giants' favorite quarterback of the 2024 class is Drake May, but if they could not get him, they can't get him, they're going after Michael Penix Jr. Your thoughts?
David, this is pure Root for Radio right here. I told Mike pre-show, if this happens, me and Big G are going to a Giants game. The Giants will now become my B team. We're getting Penix jerseys. What's the Giants cheer, Mike? I know the Jets is JTES. What do the Giants do?
Nothing.
G-man,
we lose. Listen, I will up the stakes on this. If Penix is a Giant, I will put you and G in a suite. I got a great contact. I'll get you to MetLife, which is a dump. I will make it happen. I'll just approach this from a football standpoint. If you don't take a QB at 6, you don't have any other outs. You have to move back up and get Penix. The interesting thing is that little nugget he put in there. For weeks, it's been, the Giants are interested in JJ. And then reality is, I don't think they are. The betting odds have changed now to if the Giants don't take a wide receiver, quarterback is the second best choice. And Drake May has risen to be the favorite there, not McCarthy. So again, what would it take for the Giants to move from 6 to 3, overwhelm the Patriots, get the Patriots out of taking a quarterback there? God only knows. Probably something I'm terrified of. But if they don't.
If they took Penix at 6,
I would throw up all over myself.
Really?
You're out of your mind.
Come on,
Dude, you're insane.
Come on, man.
You're in 6? That matches the times he's blown his knee out. Stop. You can't do it at 6. You're being provocative again.
I'm not.
You have a real problem.
This is Root for Radio. David, I would be at MetLife Stadium.
I got you.
Whatever they call it.
I'm
there.
You. Listen, my word as a man, I will put you and my father in a suite. Now, I don't know if I can be there because you two slaps. I don't know if I can handle it.
Oh, man, I love watching games with Big G.
That's fine. It don't involve me. Go ahead, David.
Big G's a real Giant.
Come over here, honey, and get some of these big black rumors.
I'm sure your uncle is so proud, David. Go ahead.
Well, speaking of big and black, I'm just going to read you this here, and you tell me if you believe it can happen. Quote, the offensive tackle run in the first round is going to be wild. There's a chance that 7 tackles go in the first 32 picks. Do you believe that big black rumor?
Yes, I do. Because all scouts have said is this is one of the great offensive line classes they've ever seen. And if you can get a rookie scale tackle like the Lions have enjoyed with Sewell before today paying him, and you lock in that control at a position that's now going to earn the better part of $30 a year, you do it. And whether it's Joe Alt or J.C. Latham or David, I do. Lions are living proof what an offensive line can do for you. The Eagles, the Chiefs, the Ravens, all these teams that are winning. They win with the tip of the sword. You got to have an O-line. I'll say yes to that, and I'll say yes to wide receivers in the first round.
Yeah, which is why it's going to be interesting for the Lions, because if you're a team that just needs defensive players late, they're going to be there. Some guys that probably would have went top 10 in most years.
What Dan Campbell said is foreshadowing. They're trading down.
Yeah, and you can pick up 2 defensive players, replace Salim McNeil, possibly.
Hey, baby.
Really?
I got those rumors for you.
Totally unnecessary.
The Broncos are desperate, guys. They want a quarterback. Here's Diana Rossini's report here. The Broncos are still interested in moving up, but there is a limit on the cost they are willing to stomach. Make no mistake, Sean Payton wants a quarterback. Most teams in the league, though, in the top 5, believe the Broncos could swing massively with a package that includes cornerback Patrick Surtain.
Oh, sign me up. Do I get Patrick Surtain to move down to 12 if I'm the Giants?
You do that?
Oh, 100%. What are you kidding me?
So
All
now,
day, every day.
So now would you take Penix at 12?
Yeah.
You're just hurtful.
Nah, I'd take Michael Penix with something with a 2 in front of it.
Hey, David, let's call up Big G. He's going to fill
You
in.
let my dad decide. But if the Broncos are going to be giving up a player like Patrick Surtain and some draft capital, you have to listen. Look, the Broncos, to me, the problem for them is
They're broke?
they're they got a lot. Well, the $50 million a year in cap penalties they're paying because of the Russ Wilson thing, they have to draft a QB. I think they could end up being the one who forces this the most, and they take Bo Nix at 12 or something, and I'll laugh my ass off.
I mean, they need a QB, but, Mike, they're basically wimpy right now. You know, I'll gladly pay you a hamburger. I'll pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today.
They don't wimpy.
From Popeye.
That doesn't ring a bell. Carry on.
Never watched Popeye.
I didn't say that. I know Popeye. I don't know who the hell Wimpy is.
He was the mooch.
My man, I'll Google it. Let's focus. Man.
Your wife's gonna love my
Come on.
rumors.
David, please. You're a pastor, for God's sakes.
So, Rico, I'm going to ask you a question. Philadelphia, what school do they draft players from?
Georgia.
Georgia. There's a rumor out here that they want to move up. We talked about that before. Here's the move up. People I've talked to, this is from ESPN, believe the Eagles want to try to move up for Brock Bowers.
You know what? It's on brand. It fits. There's nobody loves Georgia outside of Kenny than the Philadelphia Eagles.
I have no remark. It'd be a nightmare. I'm tired of the Eagles destroying my football team. Please stop.
I mean,
I don't want to see Brock
succulent,
Bowers twice a year.
Delicious.
David.
Rumors.
And I'm just going to end it with this one because this one is hilarious. The Chargers, according to ESPN, no running backs are expected to go in the first round, but I've spoken to scouts from multiple teams who think Michigan's Blake Corum might be the best of the bunch, and believe Jim Harbaugh's Chargers will do what it takes to assure that he reunites with his college coach.
Wouldn't shock me. He's a total weirdo and lunatic. So, yeah, go ahead. This is what happens when you hand the keys to your franchise to a lunatic. Go ahead. Go take Blake Corum up high in this draft. You enjoy that.
He's such a great player, though. Joel Klatt said he's one of the best 4 he's ever covered. Ever.
Joel Klatt is an
He
idiot.
doesn't throw that out ever. Just, you know.
No. Just like he was saying how great Dion was, right? Please stop. Look, it's fine if you took him in the 4th round. You want to add him to the mix. I'm not going to be mad about it. But you start reaching for players because you coached them and stuff. No, that's nonsense.
And those are your
Rumors.